Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a Miniverse Make It Mini Diner Series 4, which I'm very excited about. And as you can see, my background has changed a little bit. I'm slowly moving things around so that I can get things together, and when I put my new spaces, the big spaces together, hopefully I can rearrange things even more so that we can have some cool setups, you know what I mean? So that we don't have the same background every single time, because honestly, I know that's repetitive and annoying, so I don't want that. But today we're going to be doing Diner Series 4, and it's pineapple fried rice in a half pineapple, so I'm very excited about that. Let's see what it comes with. So we have, all right, frozen fried rice here, Chopstick Co. It says fully cooked frozen food. Oh, if I get a second one of these. Wait, I do have a second one of these. What is this too? This is the shrimp snacky snack. It says frozen foods. You know what? I can put these in my new frozen food cooler that I got with Spaces. That'll be so exciting. Comes with some vegetable oil. We get our pineapple, our half pineapple, which is very cool. And it comes with a bunch of pineapples in there, which is cool, as if you diced it up. And it comes with this little, I think it's a palm leaf or a banana leaf tray. And it comes with a little doily that looks like honestly, it looks like a carpet, but I think it's supposed to look like imitate like a basket or something. And then it comes with this little stuff on the side. Oh my gosh, my hands are slippery, sorry. It's supposed to be, I think, peppers and onions. Or not peppers and onions, just like different types of peppers maybe. Green peppers and red peppers. Okay, so what we're gonna do is mix it up and present it in the bowl. I've never gotten it, but I've actually, when I go to a certain Mexican restaurant, they actually have it on the menu, and every time I'm tempted, but I'm like, I don't want to waste a whole pineapple. Like, what? But maybe sometime I'll have to try it just because this is really cool. Okay, so there's a lot of pineapple in here. I'm not going to use all this pineapple, but we are going to use the bowl. So 1 minute, we're gonna actually put this in. What can we put it in? Let me see. All right, actually, I was looking for something to put in. This is from the Harry Potter series, and this had like the gummy snakes in it. But the gummy snakes, when you put them in there, obviously you can't close the lid. So what we're gonna do is put them in here. Look at that, just for now, and after we can have them as a display, and we'll pretend like it's dehydrated because obviously you can't just keep watermelon, on the shelf unless it's dehydrated watermelon, so or freeze dried too. Okay, so now we got our watermelon out of there. Look at that. I love it. The nice bowl. I think it's so cool how it's like presenting like that. It's so cool. It's not standing up straight because of that plate. 1 second, we'll put it right now. The spine is too thick on this plate, so it just doesn't want to. Maybe I can turn it like this. Okay, we'll do it like that later. Okay, so what we're gonna do, it wants us to mix our fried rice. Sorry. Jeez and crow, someone's driving by really loudly. Okay, it wants us to put our fried rice in, mix it with some peppers and some vegetable oil. So what we're gonna do is take my silicone bowl. I'm just gonna move things around as needed. Silicone bowl, and I'm actually gonna try to keep it presentable so I can close it after. So what we'll do is a little trick. Pull it, don't rip it. Come on, trying to pull it forward, get my knife, or not my knife. It's kind of a knife because it's sharp. Scissors in there, make a little hole, and we're gonna cut it, but we're only cutting the back side, as you can see. So the front side still looks presentable. So when we're done using it, we can put whatever we need back in there, and then we can close it and just put tape on it like that, and then no one will ever know. So that's a good little life hack right there. Little mini hack. I guess not really a life hack. Okay, so my guess is we're probably gonna need most of this. I don't want to do all of it, because if we mix it with resin, then we can't obviously put it back in the bag after. And you know what? Good way to measure. And it's like every other thing. It's kind of like pebbles or kinetic sand in a way. Okay, let's see. All right, so what I'm actually sensing is this is too much. It came with a fork as well. Just fell on the table. So what I'm going to do is slice it, cut it out. You know why? Because we're going to be adding pineapple, and I'm going to be adding shrimp as well. I'll show you a little trick that not a trick, I guess. I'll show you something I saw online that someone else did. I honestly don't remember. I see so many videos, but if I remember, I will tag the people. But, we all borrow ideas, but it's a good idea, so I'm going to share it. All right, so let's open up our shrimp as well. And I'm going to actually open these up the same way, but I'm going to open it up hold on, like this. Because since, like I just said, we got our new frozen, what is it called? Spaces. Sorry, I'm like blanking because I'm not used to the spaces. New spaces. I hope I didn't just puncture it through both of them, but let's do a little cut. And the reason I'm doing it here because this portion of the bag is kind of sealed. All right, it poked through a little bit, but you can't even tell. This is how I like to cut it. Okay, how many shrimp do we have in here? We're not going to be using all these. And the cool thing about this is, like, after you get these with the shrimp cocktail, you get these, you know what? I do have an extra fried shrimp one, but I might keep it now because now, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It comes with 6 shrimp. We're going to use 2 as a garnish on top, and I'm going to chop one up. Okay, so we got 3 still. Plop those in there. So now I will put that, seal that with tape after, and then, you know, it looks good. So we'll save these for garnish. Put that there. Put them out back. And I'm going to actually cut this up, and I'm going to make it chunky. Like, these are just plastic, so, like, this, you can just cut it up. I know it kind of feels weird. It feels like a crime, but I'm going to make it chunky so that you can see that there are big chunks of shrimp in there. And it helps to have a good sharp pair of scissors like these. They're Singer, which I guess is by the brand. I'm guessing the brand of sewing. My mother gave them to me. Thanks, Mom. And I'm cutting in between the lines so that you can tell what it is as well. So we put that in there. We're gonna sprinkle. It wants us to sprinkle some of this pico de gallo, which it's not pico de gallo. It's basically just onions. I keep saying onions and peppers because that's like staple. It's just peppers, basically. Different types of peppers and maybe green. Maybe actually, you know what? That's why I keep saying onions because it could be green onions. So don't get me wrong. It could be peppers and onions. It could be. Okay, sprinkle a good amount of that in there. It looks like Christmas sprinkles, but that's not what they are. And we'll use some pineapple to garnish as well. But I'm gonna put 4 pineapple in there too because it's pineapple fried rice. Hello, that's the whole point of it. So we're gonna open up our veggie oil, which I don't know, it might just be clear resin. I'm not using the nozzle because I don't need to dirty a nozzle. Okay, it is tinged a little bit. Add just enough. And what we're gonna do is give it a good stir. So take our fork it comes in, and I like to, since it's like kinetic sand, kind of push down into it first like this. And as you can see, everything is getting in there, and once it gets coated everything will definitely stick a lot better. This is actually going to work really well. I'm very excited. And just treat it like you were if you were to mix a real one, you know what I mean? I'm like scraping the sides, definitely keep rotating everything around so that you can get all the goodness, and you want to make sure everything is coated with a little bit of resin or that it will not cure. Okay, so that's pretty good. So we're going to take it, try to pour it slowly into our basin here, which is our pineapple, and just go gently with this because you don't want to overdo it. Look at that, looks actually delicious. I'm so excited. Okay, and scrape the bowl. I've seen people mix it inside the pineapple. That's a little bit harder because you do need to move it around as you want. And like I said, we're gonna garnish with some pineapple and 2 shrimp. So that looks pretty darn good. I'm very excited about this. I'm gonna wipe my fork off in just a minute because we don't want to get that dirty. Or we want it for display. Sorry, it is dirty. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. My brain is just thinking too quick. So what we'll do is we're gonna put this in the light, give this a full cure, give it like 2 minutes. It's gonna really need it, and then we will garnish it up. All right. So we cured that up. That looks delicious. Little pineapple fried rice with some shrimp in there, and you can see it, little like staggered bits of shrimp. Yummy. So what we're gonna do is garnish it up because that's what it wants us to do. We'll put the plate, I have the plate right here, we'll put it back up after, and the picture shows a little like 2 shrimp kind of nesting, and then I'm gonna place like a pineapple or 2 around it because I want it to know 2 and 2, just, you know, even 4. And then we have our cute little pineapple display. I might change that later, you know, who knows, you can do whatever you want. We're going to take our toothpick and dip it in your vegetable oil. Hold on, before I do that, actually put that back. How do I want these? They're kind of, one's layered like this, one layered like this. Come on, they do not layer well. How did they do that? Guess I could do it like this, which would be weird. Yang. We could do like that for like aesthetics. Little yang shrimp on top of there, that'd be cute. You know what? I think I'm going to do that just because nobody else is. Me different. So take our vegetable oil here and just smear it around here in the middle. And we'll take these basically. And I think, yeah, I think it's going to be cute like that. Just keep them as flat as you can be. And then I want to do, there's a pineapple poking out there. So let's move it over a little bit. Let's see if I can do a pineapple over here. And a little more than that. Make sure you put a generous amount so that this sticks well. And then a pineapple over here. Get my tweezers. Whoops. Okay. I think it's cute like that. As much as I love like symmetry, as you can see, it's sliding around. Okay. So I'm going to cure this in the light, but that's pretty much, actually, no, hold on. I'm going to cure this in the light. We'll be back. We're going to glaze it up just a little bit to make it look nice and refreshing, but appetizing. All right, so I cured it up. I think that looks cute, little yin yang shrimp. You know, it's all about presentation. Okay, so we're just going to take a little tiny bit more vegetable oil resin, and I'm going to put it on the shrimp here just to make them look more appetizing, I think. They're a little glazed up. And then as well as on the pineapple, make it look nice and juicy. Yeah, I think that looks great. Make sure you get all the angles. And if you don't feel like it's secure enough too, you can add a little more resin right there on the edge to kind of tie things together. But I'm making sure everything is nice and juicy. Actually stick more resin up under there. Let that go. I don't really want the resin to be stuck. I'm going to stick this back in the light, give it one more cure so that it looks nice and good. And then we'll do a little final product shot. I'll do on the leaf here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This one was really fun, but also easy as well. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I thank you guys for all the support.